Nolan, and this is Sammy. We were scientists working here on the Harakard Rift project.
If your second name wasn't Nolan, I would kill you where you stand. You tried to kill me.
Look, I'm sorry. I have just been under a lot of strain recently. You know, the whole thing about having my entire research team devoured before my eyes.
Kono, calm down. Don't talk to him like that. We've gone through a lot, and we said we were sorry for the mistake we made.
I'm sorry for my actions, but what are you doing here?
If sorry fixed everything, we wouldn't need the court. I'm on a mission for the Jedi Council to find pieces of a star map. Sure.
A star map? I don't know anything about a star map down here.
But there were some ruins that were excavated when we were digging the foundations for the last section of the Kolto harvesting machine.
But we can't go anywhere near those now. Maybe that's why it all happened in the first place.
What happened?
We don't know. Not for sure.
The work teams were outside in the rift, near the vent. Then there was this rumbling, and my head felt like it was splitting open.
This monster rose up from the rift.
It was a Firaxa shark, I think. Bigger than anything I'd ever seen before. Bigger than our submersibles.
It was like it was screaming inside my head.
Then all the Selkaths started screaming too. And they turned on us.
Turned on you?
It was like they couldn't control themselves. Like the sound that the monster was making in our heads drove them insane.
Well, maybe it was protecting the ruins by the rift.
It could have been. It might have a lair in the Harakard Rift near the Kolto vent. That might explain a few things too.
Like what?
Like why it reacted so violently when our construction efforts got closer to the vent. And also, why it's so large. It must be feeding off the Kolto. It would have to be ancient indeed for it to reach that size. But with Kolto as a food source...
And all those other Firaxan sharks? Those might be its offspring.
Which would be why they all swarmed when it called out to them. Children coming to protect their mother.
So what can I do about it?
The Firaxan sharks have always been a serious problem. We had some blasters and projectile cannons to defend against them, but they still got some of our workers from time to time.
We were working on a soluble chemical compound that would drive them away. Something that smelled or tasted repulsive to them, but we never got it working right.
Oh, I think not. Even flawed like it is, it should be ideal for this situation.
No, it's not working right. You don't know what it'll do.
What does this compound do?
The repellent we made was supposed to drive Firaxan sharks away, but we never got very far in its development. The one we tested instead was violently toxic to them, rupturing their outer skin in seconds and preventing them from drawing oxygen from the water by clogging their intakes.
Which is exactly what we need in this situation. Something to kill that monster shark that destroyed our station.
But we don't know how else the chemical reacts. We only tried it in a controlled environment. In the open ocean, who knows what it could do? It could even affect the Kolto.
We know exactly what it'll do. It'll kill the shark. That's what we designed it to do.
What else could I do?
You don't need to do anything else. We have a canister of the toxin here right now. We were working on it before the giant Firaxan drove all the Selkath insane. All you need to do is insert it into the main Kolto harvester and have it vented. Get away as soon as you can. We don't know how much worse it'll affect the giant Firaxan shark.
What other choice do I have, though?
Well, the monster seems to have been driven out by the machinery we installed at the edge of the rift. We've seen it out there on the cameras, bashing itself against the machines. I think if you could destroy the machinery we installed, the shark would calm down and retreat back into its lair inside the rift.
How would I do that?
You can reprogram the harvesting machines to overpressure their self-oxidizing fuel so that the fuel tank canisters will rupture and the entire machine will destroy itself. The hydrolium gas we use is a gas at 1 to 3 million sangin, a liquid at about 4 million sangin, and a solid above that. When it's a liquid, it's very explosive. If you inject enough of the hydrolium gas into the tank, the pressure will be so great that it'll turn to liquid form and start a chain reaction inside the machine.
But we'll lose everything we've built here. All those years of work!
It's better than whatever your chemical will do to the water.
Yeah, I think we need to put that chemical in the rain clouds and then kill the Selkath and everything else on this planet. I'll just try to destroy the harvesting machine.
Good. Destroying the machinery will be better in the long run. We can't risk damaging the environment or the Kolto. You'll have to break into the computer on the harvesting machine and fiddle with the fuel injectors to get the tank pressure up to the point where the hydrolium will liquidize. Once the machinery is gone, the shark should leave.
That won't work and you know it. We have to vent the toxin from the harvesting machine. Once the shark is dead, we can get back to mining the Kolto. You know what you have to do.
I just hope you make the right choice.
I'm sorry for what I did.
We're both just scared.
When the cell cat...
The Firaxin...
The next thing we knew, Sam...
We thought... I must have been...
I'm Kono...
What? What was the Republic doing here? My guess is I will again not even try to solve the puzzle. Well, I will mash the buttons as much as I can, and if that solves the puzzle, then who am I to complain?
We had a secret agreement with the moderates in the Selkath government. They knew that Manan could not survive independently if the Sith were victorious.
Those thugs would wipe out the whole damn planet just to get at the Kolto.
So the Republic approached them about making this secret installation to harvest more Kolto, where the Sith couldn't see us. But all that went horribly, horribly wrong.
Okay. Does this have something to do with the star map?
A star map? I don't know anything about a star map down here.
But there were some ruins that were excavated when we were digging the foundations for the last section of the Kolto harvesting machine.
But we can't go anywhere near those now. Maybe that's why it all happened in the first place.
What happened?
We don't know.
Okay.
The work teams were...
It was...
It was protecting something?
It may have been. Maybe it was protecting the ruins by the rift. It could have been. It might have a lair in the Harakard rift near the...
And no one knew about this thing?
We had no clue at all, until it came out. Maybe whatever sort of power it used to drive the Selkath insane masked it from us somehow. Or maybe it was lying dormant deeper in the rift.
I think it might live there.
Maybe. Like, why it reacted so...
And all those other...
Which would...
Okay, have to get to the Kolto machinery.
That would be suicide! It's out there still!
Out there, waiting for us.
Then I could throw you out then. So what can I do about it?
The Firaxin sharks have always...
We were... No. But we...
We know... Get away!
I am... You can... The hide... If you...
But...
It's... Once...
That... You know...
I just...
Okay. I don't know why I reinitiated that conversation. Yay! Man, I want to see... I want the Selkath to be canon so I can watch him die on the big screen. Okay. What else am I missing? Oh, I'm actually losing a lot of health. Yeah, those deadly poison grenades, mines I mean, are nothing to laugh about. Okay, let's go through. You were hoping I would die? Yeah. It's always a very good possibility that I will just die. Meow. Now, this area looks a lot better than the other areas. Well, maybe it just didn't load properly before. I don't know, maybe we can talk to the shark. Maybe we can use Force Persuade. Hello. How are you doing? Can I get through? No. Oh dear, I don't think he was in the mood to talk. Oh no! I was going so well. There we go. Yeah, the cutscene was more visceral, yeah. But it kind of fits, it leaves it all to your imagination. Access fuel tank pressure control. Okay. It needs to be at 4, right? Fill injector pod. That's 3. Dump injector pod. Transfer from injector to container. Fill, okay. And transfer. Done. Dump container pod. Fill injector pod. That's at 3. We just need to get one more. Just think. Must get the poison. Man. I can't just like empty both. Yeah, that's what I was thinking about doing. Oh, you can fill the container pod as well. Okay. Yeah, you're telling me to just think, and then now you're giving me the answer. But hey, oh well. I don't mind. Okay, now it's a 2. Dump. Go. That's just gonna make it maximum. This is why I don't do puzzles. You literally gave me the solution. Yes, but I wasn't reading. Because you're whining that I don't think about these things. What is it at? 2, right? So we need 2. Oh, wait. What's the pressure status now? Okay. Well then think and don't press random buttons. I want 4 on the large container. Yes, I know. Now it's a 2. I think this will work. Boom! There we go. That was easy. Hi, Sea Beast. Now the culture harvesting machine has been destroyed, the Great Fraction shows no sign of hostility. It allows you to pass. Yeah, thanks for the help, by the way. I'm really bad at anything that requires thought. Mom? Are you there? What bothers you is that you don't even try. Hey, I tried there. And I succeeded. I don't know why it bothers you. It's not like it matters, you know. But anyway. I'm not playing Puzzle Simulator 2021. A 5-minute timer to... oh, jeez, dude. That's thinking for way too long. How's it, guys?
We saw what you did out there on the cameras. Destroying the machinery was the right thing to do for everyone. That creature, the giant Firaxan shark, the guardian of the Kolto or whatever it was, seems to have calmed down a lot. It may even be safe to go outside now, but we'll stay here and wait for the Republic rescue crews. Thank you for not making a huge mistake.
Sounds it. Nolan.
I saw what happened on the camera, and I can't believe what you did. How could you willfully destroy the Kolto harvesting machinery? That'll set us back years. I'll have you know that when we get back to the surface, I'll have the Republic do a full inquiry into your actions. Now go back to the surface and get the Republic to send a real rescue team down for us.
Wow. Yeah, maybe I won't mention that you're here. Ungrateful freaking twat. Yo, Bastila, missed me? Of course he did. Oh yeah, hi Jelly. Meow. And that's Manon. I don't know if we're gonna get a fight yet. I don't think we do. Yeah. We already killed Darth Bandon. So we got stuck with these drugs. We're on a permanent high. Oh, where's this guy gone? Oh well. Submersible can be used to ascend to Otto City. Use it. Ascent, yes. Accent. I was going to correct myself, decided not to. Bad idea.
You've returned. I was beginning to fear that you too might have been lost. Did you find out what had happened down there at the facility?
Sarkath went insane.
Insane? What did they do? And why?
They killed almost everyone on the station.
They killed everyone? And the mercenaries we sent later? That's horrible. What caused them to all go insane at once like that?
Probably the smell. Your construction worked something up.
Something was down there? Living in the rift by the Kolto?
A gigantic Firaxan shark that drove all the Selkath insane.
That's horrible. The entire operation wasted by a disaster we could never in 1,000 years have foreseen. What has happened to the facility itself? Were there any survivors?
None. A few scientists have survived.
Well, that's good to know. Good to know indeed. But what has happened to the facility? Was it damaged?
Yeah, a little. There's a little hole in it now. The harvesting machine was destroyed.
No, that is terrible. That will set our work back years. It may even cost us the war. While I am glad that you were able to solve our problems, the cost may have ended up being much too high. But you have done your job and helped us in our time of need. And for that I thank you. Oh, and did you end up finding your star map?
None of your business. Yes, I did.
As you can see, by helping us, you helped yourself. Perhaps we can work together again in the future.
Yeah, I hope not.
Greetings once again. I trust you have been discreet concerning the events at Rackard Rift.
Oops.
Should the Cellcath obtain proof of what occurred down there, the consequences for the Republic would be severe. For both our sakes, I hope you are smart enough to keep silent on this matter. Truth be told, I'm uncomfortable even with us being seen together. The rumors are already plentiful enough among the Cellcath about the Republic's role in this.
Uh-oh. I've got a question. How do you delete a Twitter post? Because I just tweeted about destroying the Rackard Rift station. Maybe a bribe would ensure my silence. Oh man, I can't wait. I think I'll be going now. Actually, I have some questions. Let's see if there's anything new there.
A beautiful place, Sato City. A paradise on the water. But remember, within the city itself, the Cellcath have absolute authority. They're a tough race, but fair. Obey the Cellcath laws, keep the peace, and you should encounter no problems. I assume you received a visitor guide to the city when you docked your ship. I regret there is little...
Okay.
Then I shall wish you good...
Cheers. Sure, I'm surprised no one found out about that. I just hope no one reads that Twitter post. I mean, that could get me arrested. Uh-oh. It would be nice if the choices affected the war. Stop, human! We have detected a number of underwater detonations coming from the vicinity of the Rackard Rift. You have been known to have asked questions about this, and our spy monitors in the Republic Embassy recorded you leaving a submersible that descended to the Rackard Rift. You will come with us immediately to answer for your actions, or we will be forced to take you by force. I haven't done anything. You'll never take me alive. Very well, I will come peacefully. Crap. I wanted to turn the volume down for their voices. I could just do this though. If they could do that, the whole system... I can even just skip past this all. And just do it like that. I think I died. Oh, I didn't. That works. Yeah, oh stupid Cellcath. Their loud alien voices speak basic. Ah, an insane Cellcath. Let me kill it. Very well, I will come peacefully. But if they can do that, the whole system could... Silence, this is not for outsiders to hear. Well, human, you find yourself in a most difficult situation. Rackard Rift is the most precious resource on Manan, and anything that threatens it, or the Kolto it produces, threatens our entire species. We will not tolerate threats to our neutrality, our existence, and our way of life. As much as we may admire your Republic and your Order in particular, I believe you will have a hard time explaining your role in this incident adequately. We're determined that you are responsible for the detonations that occurred near the Rackard Rift. We demand to know what occurred down there. If the Republic has broken its neutrality treaty with us, the repercussions shall be grave indeed. What have you done to the rift? Force persuade. I know that I'm going to do that just for fun. Nothing happened down at the rift. Do not try to manipulate us with your powers, human. You have only one chance left to tell us the truth. I am telling the truth. I kind of want to do it just for fun, but I know I'm just going to die. Explosions were at the research station. Both our governments set up there. Research station? What are you talking about? Don't try to lie to us, human. We know of this. What? It will be discussed later. This cannot be kept silent. The council will hear nothing of this, and you will keep your silence or be ejected from the court. But we cannot... Silence! What has happened at the research station? What caused the explosions? The machinery had woken up a giant Firaxan shark. A giant Firaxan? Could it be? Impossible. It is only a legend. But he said he killed it, didn't he? You killed the shark, human? I didn't kill the shark. I destroyed the machinery to save it. The progenitor, that must have been. Be quiet. That is merely a myth and not fit for outsiders to hear. But if it was the Lifebringer, the ancestor of our species, think of what this could mean. If it always lay there, then perhaps the Kolto... Enough! Off-worlders are not to hear of such things. But he said he saved it. He destroyed the harvesters to save it. Indeed. This casts your actions in a new light, human. This, I believe, will require more thought, both in your actions and what one must do in response. The court will adjourn while we deliberate. We have reviewed your actions and the situation, human. We thank you for the destruction of the machinery and saving the giant Firaxan, which we believe is the source of our Kolto, or at least its guardian. We will not detain you any longer. While we cannot show our gratitude overtly, know that you have earned our respect. The trial is now over. Oh. I always thought that no matter what you did, you would get locked out of this planet. Oh well, that's fine. Last time I was seeing you guys. Okay, they do not want me to disturb them, I guess. Yep, and that's everything. Let's go back home. Well, to our ship. That's 3 star maps down? Where to go? So let's chat to everyone.
Yeah, what do you want?
Nothing.
Your choice.
You can't fix HK. I'm still very bummed about that. Oops. Hello, Kreia. Oh wait, wrong game. Yo, Juhani.
How may I be of assistance to you, Padawan?
I was wondering if we could talk.
What is it you would like to speak to me about?
Are you doing alright?
I have been doing well, I suppose. As well as I can. But I am more interested in you right now. Do not mistake me. It is just that, even though we have traveled together for a while, it seems I know next to nothing about you personally.
Yeah, it's for a reason. What do you want to know?
We have been traveling together since Dantooine, but I know nothing of you before that. Would you humor me and tell me a little bit about yourself?
Well, it's not a very interesting story.
Humility. Please, if you would, indulge me. Your job, your childhood, your life. I am sorry if I am making you uncomfortable. I will fully understand if you choose not to answer.
No, it's alright.
I greatly appreciate your taking the time to talk to me. How did you come to be on Dantooine? Besides the obvious, of course.
I was in the Republic fleet that was destroyed over Taris.
Taris. It always seems to come back to Taris for me. I am sorry. I get distracted. What did you do before that?
I killed people like you. What is this species called? The Cathar. I was a soldier for the Republic.
A life in the army. Not my career of choice, though. We Cathar cannot seem to adjust to regimented organizations like the military. But I have heard that it appeals to males of your species. Fighting,